You see my dog? He's sleeping. He's an angel sometimes. Hello, welcome back. It's been a while since I've last filmed some clips. To you, this won't be anything because I'm gonna compile it and edit it together. But it's been a couple days since I've last filmed in terms of like my supplies and just any updates. Today's February 13th and I just want to update the vlog on the items and supplies that I've been receiving. I think I have, I have about 80% of my items. I'm still waiting for a couple of items from one place and one item from another place. It's not anything dire, so I could actually make my candles right now, which I'm really excited. So I wanted to just get right into it, which I clearly have not, and talk about what I've been up to. Oh, how do people stop saying Let's see. So behind me, I have everything. I have, what can I say in place of Let's see. That's what I'm gonna say. So if you hear me saying let's see, that's me trying to not say So let's see. So here are some gold tins. These are my other candle tins that I will be using after I use the first set. And it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. Right now I only have 4-ounce candle tins, but I'm 100% going to get 8-ounce candles, like containers, and specifically I want to get glass ones. I'm not gonna say which kinds because I want everything to be a surprise, and it's very complicated to do that, or challenging to do that when I'm vlogging everything. Let's see. Did I show y'all the bags? I'm gonna find out, or I'm gonna figure it out when I in post edit. So if I'm doing this now, I can just delete this. If not, then I'm gonna show you the bigger size, I can say there, okay? The bigger size muslin cotton bags. I forgot what size they are, but they are the bigger size. And these are gonna be for when there's multiple candles that someone orders, hopefully, who knows, or for the bigger candles that I will be having very soon. Not very soon, we will be having eventually. So that's that. I have about 50 of these. Okay, so I finally got my Wicks delivered. Let me explain. It's a little bit of a story. So, without having to go too much detail, I ordered these wooden wicks from one of the places I've ordered the wax and the pouring cans from, and lovely place. Like, they have amazing things and they deliver the other items on time, all that stuff. However, which I understand, I'm going to put a disclaimer saying that I am not complaining. I'm just voicing just like a little bit of like a challenge that I had, or an issue that I had, I guess. So what happened was I ordered these wicks, of course, for my candles, and what happened was they emailed me saying that they're preparing my order, and that the wicks that I ordered were, so when I ordered them, they were available at the time, I guess, or they assumed that it was. And so when it was time to fulfill the order, they realized that it was not in stock. And so a lot of the wicks pretty much were quickly selling out because people were ordering them. So when it came to fulfilling my order, they unfortunately did not have any of the wicks that I ordered. How many times did I say order? In the email, they actually mentioned that they do have a different type of sized wick in stock, and if I would like that instead. And so I emailed saying, oh, like, no problem, I understand. I explained that my preferred size wick is blank. So if this is the only wig available, I can make it work somehow or something. And then they responded saying, oh, because your size tins are blank, the wig that you ordered would not fit in there. And I was like, huh, I did not know that. Clearly I didn't do enough research on wick sizes. I looked into what was the best wick for like fragrance load or fragrance throw and all that stuff, but not really if it would actually, it would fit in the tin, but it's not meant to work with that specific, I guess, wax or fragrance or size diameter of the tin. And so I did not know that. So I looked on the site, and the wicks that I ordered specifically said it would fit for a 3.5-inch diameter of your like candle container, and mine is only 2-inch. So my wicks were way too big for the tin. And so they responded, and I think the other person who actually corresponded with me initially responded back and said, we realized that we did not include the wicks in your shipment. Sorry about that. And we will get them to you as soon as they arrive tomorrow, which was the next day. And as soon as that happens, we'll ship it out to you as soon as possible. So to me, I was like, exactly. I was telling you that. You know, the customers are always right for the most part. So yeah, I knew that I obviously didn't get it. And they were trying to say, no, like, we ship your items. And I said, yeah, but not the wicks, so what's happening? And so anyway, because they emailed that and because they said how they will try to get it as soon as possible, I was like, ooh, like how soon is that? I know, like time is ticking is time. I used to say that all the time. But I said, okay, no problem, thank you for letting me know. And as soon as they said that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna order new wicks, the size that I need now, at a different place. Not because I'm trying to like diss them or be like, okay, well, screw you, let's go to another place. More like, okay, I'm gonna wait for your wicks to be delivered, that's great. But in the meantime, I need something almost right away. Like I want something right now. So I went to the other location, or another candle supplier store, which I ordered my tins from and my fragrance oils, and camera chip was full, or my memory card was full, so I didn't want to wait for the other wicks to come. So I went and ordered fewer less wicks from another place, which I said I mentioned. I was hoping that would come in about a week or two, and then, you know, everything will be fine. You know, just, it is what it is. And then, what comes to my door this morning? My wicks from the first place. And I was it was unexpected, I guess, but also not really. So they said they were gonna ship this or get this to me as soon as possible. And I literally emailed them 2 days ago regarding this. So they delivered, both literally and figuratively speaking. They delivered, so I was really happy with that. So here it is. I did take it out because I was filming it, and then my camera fell to the floor because it shut off on me. So it comes with your wicks, and then it comes with this, which is wood wick clips. So I can show you how it works, but I have 100 of these and then 100 of these. This one is wood wick number 3, and it's 0.5 inch by 5 inch. And so it just works perfectly for my size candles. I'm gonna show you how this is done. I was doing this and then my camera fell apart on me. So you take the wick and take the clip. I don't know if you can see that. What I could see is my dog's hair all over me. So what you do is you, usually you slide it in. Sometimes I just like put it right in here. So let me see. Oh, there we go. Usually it's not that difficult, to be honest. It's just, I don't have the right stature right now. So this is how it looks like. The wick and the clip. And then what you do need, which I have with me, what you do is when you have your wick and your clip, you could either, there's multiple ways. You can either put a sticker, like a sticky bit thing on the bottom to put onto or into your candle container. Or you can use a specific heat resistant or something like that glue on the bottom of this so it sticks to your containers. So I don't have that. I didn't think to get that because I have these, which are instant tacky adhesive dots. These are from Michael's. I actually had these since my first batch of candles I made for Christmas time. I thought, why should I buy more? So the thing is though, I ran in into a little issue. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen with these, because I did test out my candles. I did test out the wax, the fragrances, and the tints. However, I didn't use the wicks because I didn't get them until just now. And I used my previous old, what is it, cotton wicks, I think what it is, like wax covered cotton wicks. Yeah, pre-wax cotton wicks, I used that. And honestly, I'm not a fan of it. It worked, but it was such a challenge, and I don't like the way it looks like after when you burn it. I'll explain the whole thing. So what you do is you take the sticker, and it's very, very, very sticky. So you kind of peel it, and then you stick it on there and like make sure it gets on there. And then you put it into your container and make sure you really get on there. You can use like a pen or some type of like pointy stick to make sure it's intact in there. So that's how that works, and I'm really excited. And of course, because it's so long, like you're not gonna have a candle that's that, I mean, you could have a candle that big. However, mine are like obviously like quarter of this. What you do is you take a wick cutter, or fun fact, you can use a nail clipper. So why spend more on a wick clipper if I can just use a nail clipper? And yes, a clean, unused one for sure. I'm gonna do that. So you take that and just kind of, after you make the candle, obviously you don't do it before. That was a mistake I did. The first time I made candles, I measured it out. I pretend to put it in the containers before I put the wax in. Measure it out, put like a line, like a pen mark, cut it, and then stuck them into the containers, pour the wax, let it solidify and do its thing. And like, it seemed okay, but then I realized that's not it. That's not how you do it. If you want to do it properly, don't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously make the candle with the wicks without cutting it first, and then I'm going to trim it and cut it according to its size. So that's how you do that. This is the candle I made. I made 3 because I had 3 fragrances right now, and we're going to work with that. I won't show you the labels, but this is how it looks. And what this is the fragrance oil. It's the actual fragrance oil name, so I know which one is which. This is how it looks like inside. As you can tell, the called cotton wicks, they look so bad when it's burnt. It just looks black and charcoal. It just does not, it's not a good look. I don't like it. So I'm glad I'm not going with that. But I did these, I made 3. Let's see if you can see that. These are meant for smaller rooms, by the way. So when you get the candle, as if you're gonna get it. If you so choose to order my candles, they are meant for smaller rooms. So don't expect a whole fragrance room filled with all the nice smelling scents, because it won't happen. However, it still is pretty strong smelling if you go into a smaller room or just smelling it as is. So I like that. Here's where I ran into the issue. When I made these candles using the cotton wicks, first of all, it doesn't come like the wooden wicks where it's separate. The cotton wicks, they come with it, so they're kind of like a long string, and at the bottom they are already attached to like a metal bit. And so when I made my first set of candles, they worked perfectly. I put the glue, I put the wax, it stayed input. It was great. It's good stuff. However, with these tins, I don't know what it was, but it stuck. And maybe I didn't push it down enough, I don't know. But when I put the wax in, when I was pouring it, it fell. It just completely was not intact, and it just fell and it wouldn't stick. And I was freaking out because I was like, well, my wax is just sitting there. It's gonna solidify, it's trying to do its thing, but you can't have a candle without a wick in it, or else like how are you supposed to light it? I was freaking out, and I was really stressed and like annoyed because I mean, I did everything right. It's just I wasn't sure if it was because I didn't push it down enough, or maybe these stickers like I showed you is not compatible with these tins, because I used glass before and these are tins, so they're metal tins, and I'm trying to figure out, is that going to work? Because when I make my actual candles, I don't want to run into that problem. So I'm trying to figure out if I should get some type of glue gun, which it works, it's compatible with metal tins or metal material, or maybe with the wooden wicks and their clips it will work. I'm hoping it will work. That was an issue. One of them, or 2 of them, I had to put my, well, not my hands, well, I kind of put my hands, but I used the chopsticks that I was holding it to hold in the wicks. and make sure that it didn't come out, and then it kept falling. And so yeah, I messed up the process and solidification of the wax during that time. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it just didn't solidify properly. And this is after me burning it for a few hours. So that's not the look you want. You want your soy wax to hold up and like melt itself back into how it originally looked like, I hope. So that I wasn't happy with. However, one of them, it did me proud, okay? It did me proud because I didn't touch it and it wasn't too bad. And so when I lit it, you can tell the difference, like the wax melting pool. You can tell when the wax is just looking very chunky or just isn't looking right, and then when it is looking really nice and it's just all kind of one melting pool. So this one happened to be that, and I was really proud of it, and I didn't have enough. So that was the other thing. I had an issue is that currently I don't have a proper kitchen scale. My boyfriend has it actually, because I did leave it at his place, and because of lockdown I wasn't able to get it, but he will be giving it to me very soon. So in place of that, I use a kitchen scale that I have at home. That is just not it. It's so unreliable. Completely hate it. I knew it was going to be like that, so I was just really keen on trying it out regardless, because I have the items and I have the leftover wicks, so why not? So because of that, it just did not hold up. It didn't work out. The measurements were so off. I ended up having to put more wax while it was actually boiling, and then it ended up being a little bit too much, and so it was just a mess. And so the third one happened to be not enough wax, and so that's why it looks like this. You can tell that it doesn't go up to the lines. There's like a kind of a line that gives you a nice fill line, if you will. Yeah, fill line. So whatever, it's a tester, so it's okay. However, when I looked at it, when it was completely solidified the first time it became a candle, I was so impressed that it looked so glossy and just flat and like perfect. And so when it melted and then it kind of solidified again, it looks pretty good. It looks like it's a fresh candle almost. And I know that coconut wax is actually known for like holding its place or just looking melting back into a perfect looking candle as if it was never touched, and I think that's amazing. I love that. So I was hoping that it would happen with the soy wax, but I think the way I'm making it recently is just not like, it's not my perfect process yet. I'm still working on that. I'm hoping that this was a good experience on how to do it properly, so when I actually make the candles, it turned out exactly how I want it to be. So this one I was really impressed with. It looks pretty flat, and what's amazing is that I'm not too sure if I showed anybody yet. Let me get it. Over here, I don't know if I vlogged it yet, I have a heat gun. Yes, I did not think I would one day be in a place where I would purchase a heat gun, because I don't really do much heavy duty art crafts like this. Lord have mercy, I did not expect all of this. This is what I have. It's massive, but also like exactly what I wanted. All I wanted was a heat gun, but it came with this whole set, and I don't know if I need any of it, so we'll see. But what candle makers use this for is to heat up any bubbles or holes that form when you make the candles, because it happens. The candles I showed you, I don't think it needed that necessarily, because I don't see any bubbles or holes or anything of that sort. However, because the texture was so gradient and rough, I would have liked to kind of heat it back up, so when it melts it will be completely nice and flat looking and very clean. So that's what this is for. This is everything that came with it. It came with this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Then it came with this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, and this thing. I like this actually. I don't know why, but I think I might use it for my actual wax, like cleaning things out. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm planning to put a table here, because ignore that stuff, because all my wax stuff, or all my candle stuff are going to be here, and it's a nice space near the window, and it's basically my own space where I can just have this whole setup. I filmed this about 3 times because every time I filmed it, my head was cut off and it just wasn't working out. So yes, I think that's all I have to show you for today's vlog. I'm really excited to get this stuff going. I'm just waiting for my personalized cards and the personalized stamp for my bags, and then my scale, of course, which I'm gonna be getting very soon. And then I'm gonna start the whole process. I'm gonna start making the candles next week, and I'm really excited. And I hope that anyone who's watching this is also excited and supports me. So far, I've been getting so much support and love on my Instagram page, and just my friends just keep asking me when it's coming out and all that stuff. And that makes me feel really happy and really grateful. I do have a fear, or a little bit of fear and a little bit of insecurity in that people won't like my candles, or they just won't be, they will just be disappointed. Because I know right now people are excited for it and they're like hyping me up and all that, which is amazing. However, I feel like I don't want people to get disappointed or just be like, oh, okay, next. Like, oh, I don't know. It's just me, it's in my head, and I know that as long as I am passionate and confident in what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for me and doing it with authenticity, then it will shine through my products. So I'm hoping that happens, and cannot wait to make this come into fruition and manifest my candle business. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next vlog. Be safe, stay safe, do your part, and be smart. That rhymes. I'm a poet. My poetry book is coming out next year. Bye.